figuring out. We had a big old black pot, Brunswick stew. We had big old containers of, I don't know if you want to call them, but big old cast iron things full of lemonades, freshly squeezed lemonade. I just remember all this stuff as my kid, and we had the best food. We're playing horseshoes, we're doing all this stuff. But the cool was we'd all get together. They would have music, and we would play, and it was just fun. And you loved, and you could talk with each other, and I mean, the kids are running and playing. It was just fun times. And we didn't have, watch this right here, we didn't have the iPads, we didn't have the iPhones. You know what we did for fun? We'd get rocks and run around and try to find wasp nests out in the barns, and we'd throw rocks at them and scatter wasps. It was just crazy stuff. Getting on top of the barns, diving off barns. Did anybody have a life like mine, like this right here? It was fun, wasn't it? Amen. And you didn't have all this junk. But we were close. And when something happened to one person, we all felt like we're impacted by it. And there was a closeness. Now, let me ask you this. Y'all look at me. When you think about your relationship with God, let me tell you something. 1 second, when you step into eternity, what you do with Christ has got everything about what you're going to do for eternity. And it's not just eternity. What you do with Christ today, some of you young bucks in here that's not married yet, the girl that you choose to be your partner in life, what you do with Christ affects every part of that. Watch this right here, that one decision, because you young girls is going to look for a guy. Your dad's he's trying to say, hey, you can't date till you're 46. I mean, you better listen to dad, right? All these girls here, right here. It's because they care for you and they want you to make good decisions. Because what you do with Christ affects every decision of your life. And watch this right here, and if you have Christ, and every decision in this life you're making has not been impacted by Him, then you're not walking with Christ. So you can be lost and have nothing to do with Christ, or you can be saved and neglecting your relationship with Christ and still make bad decisions, or you can be a person that is walking with Christ and have a closeness with Christ, and that impacts everything. Watch this right here. That turn does away with the confusion, that does away with despair, that does away. Watch this right here. Jesus gives help to the helpless. Jesus gives hope to the hopeless. Jesus gives peace to those that are struggling. Jesus does all those things, but we have to draw close to Him. Now watch this. What we've studied the last few weeks is this. We see that of all the Christians of Old Testament and New Testament, if you want to say, people that walk with God, that those people had struggles, but they had God walking with them. And what we need is to have that closeness with God. He says, draw near to God, and He will draw near to me. So if you're here today and you're struggling, draw near to God. Draw near to God. Your relationship with God is not just coming to a church. Look at me. You can come to church 24 hours a day.